afternoon, traders. Hopefully, everyone had a great weekend and a good trading day. All three major indices up today. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I think you'll glean a lot of great technical information from my analysis. All right. With that said, we are going to highlight one stock that all week. We are going to go over our positions, and then we're also going to go over the stocks that I had mentioned on Sunday, yesterday, for as possible plays today, and we'll see how they fared. All right, with no further ado, let's go into the one stock that we will highlight all week, and that is SRNE, Sorrento Pharmaceuticals. All right, so as you can see on the screen, Sorrento had based here in the last few days at 577. It bounced here, held that value area low, and then today had really, really good volume on some news, right? So if you're long the stock since it's lower 577, I think you're sitting really nicely. We have to bring this up on a larger time frame chart to see some resistance points. All right, so here we go. This is the 1-year chart with the value area high, point of control right down here at 514. And then obviously all the way down here at that $1.75, that's your value area low. So today, for the first time since early August, we closed above that 10-period SMA on the daily. All right. So if you're long this stock, you need to watch out a few key levels, and the first one being this 50 SMA right over here, which happens to be at that 917 area, and that also the value area high, which is right above that at 929. So if you're long, make sure to watch these key levels. You might, if you can get some volume and break through the volume, you can see the stock going a lot higher, and then we'd have to reassess our positions. But as of now, that might be some resistance, and you might see a little bit of a sell-off once it hits those levels. All right, that's SRNE. All right, let's go over the stocks that we do own first, and then we're going to go over the last 3 stocks that I mentioned on Sunday night, and then I'll give you 3 others going into Tuesday. So the first stock that we own, we're going to go through these quickly, is AQST. AQST had didn't have a very good day considering the market tailwinds. Unfortunately, you have to bring this back up on that daily chart again to see where there's some support, and we'll probably see some support right here at that 10-period SMA right here on the daily. So that looks like right around that low $8 mark. So there's probably another, anywhere from 50 to 60 cents on the downside before we continue this uptrend. I wouldn't worry. I'm still long at $6.45. I really think this stock is going to go a lot higher until maybe, we see some news on the stock. All right, so that's AQST, long from 645, buy on pullbacks. All right, next stock that we do own is VUZI. VUZI. Again, VUZI had a decent day, not up 2%. Wish it was a little higher. It did hold that 10 SMA today, right here. It went above it, kind of held right there, closed right at that 10 SMA, held that 50 SMA down here. So that's SMA means simple moving average right down here. So what next? Well, if you look at that 423 high of today, that was also the high on Friday. So we really need to take that out in order to see a larger move up. And that also coincides with this value area high right here. So if we can take out that 423, 425 area, we'll see the stock go a lot higher in my opinion. Now, if it starts getting below this 50-period SMA on the daily, watch this to go a lot lower. I do have a stop right below this 50 SMA, and I will be a buyer once it starts breaking above that 425. I should say I will add to my position. I already have a position. I will add to my position. Okay, that's VUZI. Third stock that we do own is STNG. Let's bring this up. Had a really good day. It looked like it was really going to fly today. It did sell off a little bit at the, towards the middle and the end of the day. Still up nicely, still up about almost 3%. We are above this point of control on the daily, which is nice. We're hitting this upper Bollinger Band, and that usually portends an overbought situation. But usually these overbought situations could go a lot a lot more before any pullback. So I see this going a lot higher before we see a significant pullback. So if you are long, congratulations. This is another one that I think is going to be a really big winner for us, STNG. Next stock that that's on the list is XERS. This was another one that was up about 21 cents today, or a little over 4%. I love this stock. This stock is setting up very similarly to WVE, which we also own, and I'll explain to you why. We are above this value area high right here, right? We're above that 10 SMA. Everything is starting to line up nicely, and most importantly, there's not many shares above this price, right? So everyone who is in the stock is in from, let's say, $5 and about $2.50. So 70% of the trades are happen in that range. So most likely, most people are have a profit in this stock, and most people tend to let their winners run. So there's not going to be much resistance above this area. So if we get a little bit of a push, a little bit of a catalyst, this stock will go into that $6-7 range pretty quickly. All right, XERS, long since $4.95. The next stock that I want to talk about is NXTC. Again, NXTC here, let's bring this on the intraday. A little bit of a disappointment. It looked like it was going to get above this value area high and really run, hold, but it sold off. It did close above this point of control. I'm sorry, it closed right at the point of control and right above this 20 period SMA on the intraday. So what now? It's, it has to break this above that 940 tomorrow. It has to take out this today's high tomorrow for me to stay long. If not, if it starts breaking down, I am going to be out the name. I'm just getting really too frustrated. The stock has been chopping me up a lot. I've been taking small losses on it just in that anticipation of that value area high breakout. It hasn't happened. Maybe this needs to base a little longer. It'll eventually happen, but every time I've stepped in and try to play this breakout, I've lost money. I'm going to give this one more chance. Hopefully this not 52 week, but the day's low holds and we could go higher tomorrow. Okay, that's NXTC, been in since $9.39. Next stock that I am in is OVID. OVID had a nice day, up about 9%. If you remember from last week, I said, okay, it's right by this point of control. I got in, held that. Today, luckily, we had that nice tailwind on most of the stocks. Made that nice 30-minute candle right here, and it kept going up higher all day. We are above this point of control, not too far from this value area high right here. There is obviously some resistance above this area, but I think it's going to take I would say about another week to 10 days before all this volume above that value area high gets played out, and hopefully we start basing and getting above this. Very happy with my trade location on this one. In since $5.86. I think this stock goes a lot higher from here. Okay, that is OVID. All right, so I'm going to go over the three stocks that I had mentioned on Sunday night. All right, first one was CROX. We're going to have to bring this up on the daily. That's Crocs. All right, there we go. So Crocs made a 52-week high, and if you remember from my Sunday's video, I said, hey guys, look, we're right close to this value area high right here. We're close to the 52-week high. All we need is a little push, and this stock's going to go higher. And look, we had that market tailwind that we liked, and we made a 52-week high. So now what? After this 52-week high, we are in this little overbought zone right here where it's hitting this upper Bollinger Band. But that's not to worry, because a lot of times these stocks tend to be in this overbought situation for a while. So if this is kind of a name that you like, a little lower beta name, buy this on pullbacks. Use that 10 SMA on the daily as your support level. Every time it gets to that, try to be a buyer, and this stock should go a lot higher going forward. All right, so Crocs, good winner for us. Next stock, but I am not in the stock, just to let you know, I am not in CROX. Next stock that had a really, really big day today was VRTX. Not VRTX, VXRT. VXRT right here. I did say on Sunday, watch the stock over the first 30 minutes. The stock is up 46% today. Massive, massive move in this name. We did close right here above this point of control, and obviously and clearly above this 20 period SMA. So this stock really needs to get above this 835 value area in order to see this move higher. So if you're in the name, congratulations from lower. This stock should move higher. I could not get in. After it made that first 30-minute candle, it was up way too high for me to just jump in, and I didn't want to have that risk where it would just fail. So, but if you did get in, congratulations, this stock is moving higher, VXRT. All right, lastly, the one stock I did get in, and it's performing extremely well, is WVE. If you remember from Sunday's show, I said Wave Life was right above this value area high, above that 20 period. Wait for that first 30-minute candle and see how it plays out. Well, I watched that first 30-minute candle. I waited for that second 30-minute candle, and I said, okay, waited for that. I said to myself, I'm going to get long if it takes out that second 30-minute candle on the long side, and I will use the day's low of 337 as my out. Well, luckily I got in, and the market, helped out, and this just went up higher the whole day. And I really, really like this stock going forward. If you take a look at that daily chart, very similar to the way XERS is playing, there's not many shares above this value area high on the daily, guys. If you take a look at this, anybody who bought in, above $21 to $39 up in here is probably out. That means there's not much selling pressure. This stock will get up into this zone, no sellers, and this stock will continue to go higher. So if you got in, congratulations. This is going to be a good winner. I mean, I can't predict where it's going to go. I really believe it's going to be in that, $16, $17 range pretty quickly, just because there's not much resistance in this whole area, the whole value area above this value area high. All right, so I've been long since $13.65 and very, very happy with my trade location. All right, guys, I'm going to give you 3 quick stocks that look extremely good going into tomorrow. Obviously, that's depending on how the market reacts. If we're down 500 points, don't even think about getting into any of these names, because that's a game changer if we're down big. First stock, and we've played it in the past, is going to be AQUA. So guys, I need to tell you before I give you these stocks, we're gonna get stopped out a lot in our names, okay? And that's just my trading style, where I'm gonna try to keep my losses really small and try to catch some big winners like we did with AQST, right? We were in at under $6. We're up 50% on that stock. We were in a couple of times NXTC. We took some losses, but we will eventually get a nice big run. Same thing here. AQUA, the risk reward situation on this stock is really, really nice. We're above this point of control. We're clearly above this 20 intraday period SMA. So tomorrow, watch that first 30-minute candle. If we can get a little bit of a push up into this range, I think we're going to go a lot higher. And then clearly you use today's low as your out. Okay, guys? So AQUA is the first one. Second stock is going to be OSUR. I had called that stock a few days ago. Never really played out the way I'd wanted. So now we're going to replay it. We're above this point of control. We're above this 20 period intraday SMA right here. So if tomorrow we can get above that first 30-minute candle, let's go long. Let's target that value area high of 1188. And once we can clear that, we should start seeing higher moves. All right. So that's OSUR. Lastly, the stock, another one that we've played in the past is FLGT. FLGT had a good, nice day today. It was up exactly 5%. And if we take a look at this stock, right here at this point of control, right above this 20 period SMA, very nice risk reward ratio right here. Again, wait for that first 30-minute candle. See if we can take that out on the upside. And if we do, I would be a buyer in this name. If not, obviously it's a no play, and we'll keep it on our watch list, and maybe we'll find a better trade location, right? All right, guys, those are the 3 stocks to look for tomorrow: AQUA, OSUR, and then FLGT. All right, everyone. Hopefully everyone had a great day today. Again, my name is Eric, and you can reach me at eric@valueareatrader.com. That's Eric with a C at valueareatrader.com. And if you like the show, please go ahead and subscribe to it. All right, guys. Have a great evening, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow. And remember to trade smart and be safe.